Hi guys, it's me, Jocelyn Machine again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the month of Love, February in 2026, I shall not be talking about my own love blunders in trying to find love, but I will be talking about two gentlemen that I know personally that have succeeded in finding their own little happy ending, their own little happy ending, if you will. And yeah, it's quite funny the way that these two ended up with having a very good ending. So let me begin by talking about these two gentlemen. Now, the first guy that I will be talking about is was my best friend in high school. Mr. Joshua Small, or Josh as we like to call him. Now, he wouldn't really invite me anywhere to his house or anything to play games or whatever, because when you're in a wheelchair for most of the day, it's kind of hard to have someone invite you over to their non-accessible house. That's kind of tough to get around. So, my father would invite him over to our house, and my mother too, and we would play games at my house, and we would go fishing, and we would do other activities around, outdoorsy stuff, that I could do myself with him. And it was fun, two straight guys having just regular fun. But, then in high school, he met a girl. Now, I didn't really know that list that well, so, I have a certain phrases that I would like to say about her, but, I can't say it on YouTube. And I'll let you be the judge of whether I was right or wrong in thinking the way I do about this girl. I believe that her name is Christy. Something like that. Something similar to that. So anyway, my friend kept squaring up and down that I don't want to have children. I won't get married to this girl or anything else to me. So I said, okay, that's fine by me. I don't care either way. Now, if your life, you do what you want with it. As long as we get to hang out and continue to have fun. So I went to college, and then we lost touch, which is normal. We go our separate ways and stuff. So that was normal and basic. And then after I went to graduate school, we didn't really talk that much, except it was like a happy birthday or something on Facebook. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, that kind of stuff, basic, holiday stuff, like Thanksgiving and all that. No big deal for that. I wasn't like ultimately crushed by doing all this. And unfortunately, my house caught fire. Nobody in the house was up, thank goodness. And so, the only thing that died in the house was the mouse that ate the wire that made it catch fire. So thank goodness for that. So anyway, and he gave me sympathy cards for that too, which was very nice. He also said something very nice when my mother passed away about 7 years ago. A little less than 7 years ago. So that was really sweet. So then I find out that he's married to this girl, Christy, with, I think, 2 children. So I was okay. So I guess she meant to change his mind through certain actions. No big deal, right? No big deal for family men and all that stuff. To beat the hell out of a sly guy, that. Oh, no big deal, right? So I go over to him and I say, after my graduate school, do you want to hang out? Do you want to have fun? He said, nah, my wife won't let me go out. It's okay. No big deal. So, could do several years ago, like after my mother passed away, I go to that fair in my town, that little rinky dink one that I go to all the time with my dad, for the food and for the people seeing and stuff, people watching, and maybe I'll buy some merchandise, like my prop hat that everyone loves, especially around here. But yeah, so that's no big deal. And I see him, I see Josh, and I say, hey Josh, how you doing over there? So I go over there, and I find out that Josh ain't so small anymore. He's a big guy. I mean, not terribly tall, maybe a little taller than I am, but he's definitely grown out a little bit, which is fine. He never used to be a hot stud or hot stud muffin or anything like that. He was about average build for all his life up until this point when, by God, he got fucking huge. This isn't the great stuff. The character of Dr. Robotnik plus Eggman. But this is him. This is Eggman. You see how his body is very bulbous and very unproportioned to what a regular human being looks like. Well, let me tell you, this guy Josh, he got big as far as his belly got big. I guess his wife fed him quite a bit when he was over there. So, thing about that is that it wasn't very proportional. Like, how you always see, bigger people at the gym, that work hard to try to lose big guts. They have extra ball gauge and all that. Which is something I respect a lot. But Mr. Small, he had, let me just put it this way, you know how when little kids dress up like a fat guy and they put a beach ball or a pillow in their stomach area? He looked like that. He looked like he didn't. It looked like his wife didn't carry the kids. He did when they were pregnant. He looked like a male seahorse. That's how bad he looked. His arms were normal size. His neck was normal size. His legs were normal size. Maybe a little bit thicker around his upper leg area. But it was just so jarring to see this man after so many years. And by God, it was just so funny to see me in the wheelchair, like I look now, but he was just so. And then you would think that his wife would encourage him to lift a few weights here and there, maybe do something other than the donut girl from The Simpsons or anything like that. But no, she's just content in having the guy being fat because he won't leave her then. He won't be attracted to any other female but her. Kind of a little bit of an ingenious way to do it, but whatever. She didn't want to make herself more attractive because she's a little plump too. But instead she made him unattractive to everybody else. So yeah, so that little story. So it's you want to come over, have fun, have some beers or something. Bring your wife over. Well, she looked up at her phone. She looked up from the phone and said, "No." And that was the end of it. I haven't seen the guy since. So anyway, he found his happy ending quite literally. Anyway, we're still Facebook friends and all that. So I'm sure that if I ever see the guy again, I'm sure I'll be able to say hi to him. That if his wife gives him permission to say hi to me. By the way, I should point out that even though I had very harsh thoughts about the girl Christy, I have never said anything to him about her or herself to her face. So I'm still a gentleman to her, even though she pretty much robbed my best friend from me. But I digress. So if I ever go near him, I'll still be able to say hi to him. I won't trust my ice cream around him, but that's beside the point. So he had a brother, and this will be the next subject for this video. His brother Matthew, or Matt, and Matt was also a very quiet boy in high school, a little bit younger than his brother, more like I think 3 years younger than him. I believe maybe 2 years younger than him. Anyway, something happened where he took on his mother's main name for whatever reason. I forgot what it was. Maybe he hated his stepfather, or maybe he died or something. I don't know. I can't say. But I'm still gonna call him Small because it's very funny actually. And he was always a very skinny child, like this, like I used to be. So I'm over there talking to him about I'm over there going to see Josh, and then his brother comes over, and yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that anymore, but he definitely had a growth spurt, a horizontal growth spurt, much in the same vein as his brother did. And what's really funny is that both of these two men are very out of shape for their age, for about maybe 40-ish. I know Josh is my age, but his brother, I think, like 30 something, 38 or 38-ish. So anyway, they're kind of unhealthy for their own age. You would think that women would, with their kids, tell them to lose a few pounds here and there, or skip the in-between meal, in-between snacks. But in any case, he's a good friend of mine. He used to be too quiet. But now, I realize that he went through a cheat code, if you will, to get a happy ending. And I'll get into that in just a second. But he was all happy and stuff to meet me and all that. And I was like, do I know you? Oh, it's Matt. Oh, how you doing, Matt? I wasn't expecting like a skinny little thing like he used to be. Like he used to be all those previous years before. Apparently, I think he went to college got a job and all that other stuff. So that was very good. I congratulate him for that. Much like his older brother, we were Facebook friends, but he never really responded to me that much. Like, with like happy birthday, happy New Year, happy 4th of July, etc., etc. That kind of thing. It didn't bother me out at all. So then he eventually got tired of being lonely and being alone for the holidays, especially Valentine's Day. So what he do is he went online and got himself an online app, for dating and stuff. I think it was OkCupid or something. And he got out, fell in love with a girl from the Philippines. And they were at the carnival with Josh and his woman. So we were talking about that. He said that, I met this girl online a few years ago, and I liked her so much that we decided to get married and all that. And we've been trying for a year now to have a baby, to become pregnant and stuff. So I saw that he had a baby carriage. But also, another thing I noticed about her was that she was very cute. I admit she was cute. But she kept looking at her phone like, during the whole time that me and him were talking and Josh was talking to me, we were like, she was like this. Looking at her phone and talking to whoever she was talking to. Not paying him any mind. not giving crap whatsoever. So, I'm thinking to myself, are these two in love? Yeah, are they even trying to make a baby? I know that Mr. Gargantuan over here is trying to have a baby, trying to make her pregnant and stuff. Meanwhile, I can imagine that the girl, who was in pretty good shape, by the way, thin and everything, probably he met, like he was a bigger guy, and probably, I'm not getting out of shape for you. I'm not gonna ruin my body and then be stuck with you forever and ever. I'm gonna see about getting myself another man once I'm married to you for a few years, and then you get a little bit older and a little more a little bit more like your friend Joe there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you're really trying. She's really into you. I never saw her once look up her phone from a phone or look him in the eye with a sense of love. I never even saw that whatsoever. So basically, what I think happened was that she saw that the guy Matt had a nice paying job and all that, and that he was living in the Philippines. I have no idea what she did beforehand or what she's doing now. I don't give a shit either. But I'm gonna assume that she wanted a better life for herself, so she pledged her loyalty to him just for the green card, which is sad to say, but many women do that from areas like the Philippines, China, Thailand, etc., from Asia and Africa. Very, very sad to say. And Eastern Europe too. I can't forget about those people too. So anyway, something like they're trying for years now to get pregnant. Well, this guy is. So when I talked to my father about it, I said to him, I'm sure he's trying, but he's probably on like some kind of medication or a pill or whatever the case is to prevent her from getting pregnant for some reason. Because after 6 months or so, I believe that they should have a baby, by natural ways. If not, something's up with Bill that she could be deceiving the guy or something else. And yes, on Facebook, I did go through all their pictures and stuff, and I saw all the happy wedding pictures. I saw all the happiness and all the going out, meeting the family and going to the beach over there and such. I don't know how we got from being a thin guy into being a Mr. Seahorse 2.0. But that was very funny. Seemed like that. So anyway, I also had very choice words for her. Because here's the thing. I was I noticed that them together, and I thought that she was cute, cute Filipino girl. So I said to him, I said, did she have a sister? So he said, yes, he had a sister, or she had a sister, and so I said to him, I said, could you try to hook me up with this sister? Could you maybe talk about my good qualities and such like that? Oh my God, I'll talk to her sister. I'll have my wife talk to her for ya, and then that's the way it goes. So we leave on good terms and everything. And then days go by, then weeks and months go by, and I haven't heard anything from him since. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I haven't heard anything from him since then. So I can only imagine that what happened was she looked at, the sister probably looked at my pictures on Facebook, saw that I was in the wheelchair, and said, "Nah, I'm not doing that." Literally and figuratively, I'm not doing that. So I don't know whether the sister got into the U.S. by proxy by being related to a Green Card member, or she was already in the country already, which would mean that the other one would need to go through all that process to get in, for the green card and stuff. But then it would make sense that she would be married to Matt in the first place. So I would say that this whole green card thing is like a cheat code for men, because you could be as ugly as sin or as big as a whale, and women will go for you, as long as you're a U.S. citizen and they're attractive enough for that, and there's some kind of mutual wanting to get together. So it was quite funny that if that he got his happy ending quite literally, but I can't have anything because I'm in a wheelchair and I'm his friend and all that. You would think that there'd be like a communication that I'm a nice guy and stuff, or I'm a very productive worker, or whatever the case is, but no, nothing. I even I didn't even get a response back from him saying, "Oh, sorry, this one's taken," or sorry, she's not interested or anything. No, I would respect that more if he just got back to me and said, something, made up some kind of excuse. But no, he just did nothing for the rest of the time. And you could say that this whole one card thing is just my imagination. I'm making too much out of it. They love each other for love's sake. He loves her food, she loves his company, etc., etc., etc. But if you look on the Facebook pictures, there's a very telling thing for the way she feels about it, because right next to his picture of the wedding and dates and all that, she put down her the day that she became an assistant. By doing that, I will constitutionally defend the Constitution with whatever they have in the ceremonies and stuff. So by that alone, by saying that was a big important step in your life, not marrying your love and all that, not being pregnant, not being whatever else, not getting married to the guy, but actually becoming a U.S. citizen. That to me told me that this wasn't about love or snoo or anything like that. More about strictly the green card. Getting the damn green card. rather than yellow card or rather than red card or whatever. She just wanted the green card to be in the United States. And I doubt it very much if she'll become willingly pregnant by this guy, which is very sad to say because I think Matt's a nice guy. That's a nice guy. He doesn't deserve to be deceived by a person like that who just wanted to come over for the green card, who doesn't want to get pregnant by that guy, who said that she's trying her best to get pregnant by him. Now, I wouldn't say anything about that to him, but it was to learn the hard way about that. And being that she's buddy with Christy, I don't think that everything comes like, because both she and the Filipino girl are very conniving and all this. And it's quite funny because I don't want to toot my own horn by saying that I'm cute, I'm a diva, and all this stuff. I'm a regular average person, and I would think that her sister would be very happy to be with a guy like me, being so nice and all that. So I don't get where she gets off ignoring everything that that ignoring a tutor coming into play that wants to have a relationship, get married and all that, and maybe have kids one day. Plus, if you don't want to have kids with somebody, but the other person does want to have kids, that's a big issue. Like, for example, I want to have kids one day, and I know that my genetic information wouldn't include my disability involved with it. So I know that they'd be safe from all that. But if I were with a woman that doesn't want to have kids, that would be a big conflict of interest. Once we talk about it, I wouldn't want to be deceived by having a woman that said that I want to have kids and I'm trying to have kids with you, and when she's not even trying her hardest, what makes me the hardest. But yeah, that's the point. It doesn't matter if the person was Asian or not, but if a person of any origin, religion, what have you, trying to see me, that's a big turnoff for me. And I hope that Matt will realize that eventually, because there's only so much you can do before there's only so much you can try to make a baby before the excuses run out. That being said, there could be some other reason why she can't have kids. She can't have kids because of X, Y, and Z reason, or because of her biology, or because he blanked or something like that. But that's a legitimate. Those are legitimate reasons, not because of all the other stuff. And eventually he'll find out, one way or the other. From what I can tell, there was no love between them two. Just like Donald Trump and Melania Trump. Sad to say. So yeah. Sorry to be a little bit of a down on these people, but they're my friends. Not from high school, so I take a certain amount of pride in quote unquote protecting them, and I can see how I get very angry when it's some people that are so nice are treated like this by the women who supposedly love them. I mean, with Christy, it's not like I'm a person that wants to go out drinking and carousing with him and having him cheat on his wife with another woman or women or men or whatever the case is. I'm just a friend that she feels threatened by, that she's not getting 100% attention. And as for the other one, which I can't remember her name for it, but yeah, if she is deceiving poor Maddie Boy, if after years trying to have a baby, she did not get pregnant, I would be a little suspicious of that. Although he probably was too dumb to saying that I'm married to a real hot woman. I'm married to a real pretty woman who makes me lots of food and makes me like the clown assassin from Scarface. Bilbo the Clown. So yeah, and also for the same matter, these two women like to keep the men unattractive to other women for whatever reason. Now, I wouldn't fall into that trap because, even though I like to eat food and such like that, I know better for my health and all that. So, even if I were to have a response of my own, that I would want to be able to see them get old and have kids of their own. So I know that if I'm overweight or unhealthy or whatever, I can't do that. That's why if I smoke, I keep myself healthy. I go to the gym on a regular basis, and I don't drink that much. Whenever I do drink, really. Anyway, I thank you for watching my first video of the month of love, in February 2026. It was fun to talk about my friends and those things they call women and wives. Anyway, I viewed this whole thing for a green card, this exchange for a green card, this 90-day fiance stuff to be kind of like a express lane to become a U.S. citizen and expressly get married, because there is no actual love there. There's just a transaction of getting a green card. There is no love there, or there is very minimal. Because for example, Matt could have very easily got the woman here in America, but because because their standards could have been too high, he decided to go overseas for a woman. Likewise, she probably wanted to go too, because she just figured, oh, this guy got a good job. I'll marry him, and then I won't get pregnant by him, and then by locking myself into his grasp. That's how I view foreign relations. And yeah. And to people who are honest, true, and stuff in their relations, like me, will just dry by everyone. So yeah, if you guys like what you see here and want to see more of my views and such, you know, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on videos by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or you can follow me on Twitter at PNelsonPro. That's also on X too. Also, you can find me on my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So I just want to find love the old-fashioned way by getting into a relationship, and not by entering into a cheat code. By working well, by meeting people, by going outside and having fun, and come up with some activity that you like. Like, for example, the Filipino wife, like, she did not want to be there at all. She did not want to be with him. She did not want to be with his family. She just want to leave the area. And that wasn't just because of me being a hater. She didn't look at him at all. Just mindless looked at her phone. Oh, I don't even know how old it was. Maybe she didn't mature. Whatever. But peace at my present sisters. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in Thailand. Ta-ta. Sayonara. Venus and